The whole idea that people treat a fetus like the parasite. There's those people. I'm sure you've heard that argument before, equating it as such. How do you engage with those individuals?
I actually find myself arguing, despite being pro choice, I find myself arguing the most with pro choice people because, and I would love to hear your take on this, but because consent to sex is consent to pregnancy. And it's not even consent to pregnancy, it's something stronger than that. It's like an acceptance of pregnancy because there's not a being that is deciding whether or not you get pregnant. It is God or nature or the universe that decides whether or not you get pregnant. And so this idea of it being a parasite, it's a parasite that you attach to your body by partaking in this act. I always give the example of like if we're going to take the pro-life side and assume that it's a human or a person. If I attach myself to you such that you need me for my body and then I unattach you, I've just murdered you. Like I've just straight up killed you. And then that's the accusation that pro life people are giving to pro choice people. And so to call that action, to like totally avoid responsibility of that action by saying that it's a parasite or saying I didn't consent to it or saying like even if it is a person, I can kill it, that is just heinous. Or you just don't understand like what's happening here because that's the equivalent. When you have sex, you know that there's a possibility, despite all preventative measures, that you are going to get pregnant. Now, normally when you commit to something and the universe enacts a consequence onto you, you can undo that. You can change your action. You can do something different. Normally that's okay. But if the consequences of doing that thing is murder, you can't do that. It's the same thing as like hooking you up and then unhooking you. So I think that people that view it as a parasite, I just think they're so scared of even accepting a semblance of responsibility and then engaging the real argument, which is whether or not it's a person. They just like back away and say like I didn't choose this, it's still my choice. And I think that it's just such a scared tactic to fall away from accepting responsibility for your actions. Like I said, if I eat a bunch of cheeseburgers and I get super fat, I'm not going to say that I can't go to the gym because I should accept the responsibilities of eating cheeseburgers. No, you can just go to the gym. But the argument is that abortion is more than just going to the gym, and you should be able to address that. So I think that the parasite argument is terrible. I think it's really bad, and I think it devalues people as well, or at least potential people, something like that. So I understand where the pro life people are coming from. I just think there's a better way to attack this argument from the pro choice perspective, and I think people should be pursuing that.